So I started trading right after COVID, and I invested my own money. I started with around $30,000, and I blew it all. I got to know about ThinkCapital in around 2024. I basically was a gamer, and I got to know that ThinkCapital hosts giveaways, competitions, and through which you guys give accounts as well for free. That's when I played poker with ThinkCapital, and I won an account. My first account with ThinkCapital was a poker account, $25,000 Lightning Challenge. I won it without investing a single money. I passed it, and I got my first payout with it. When I started, I was a scalper. I used to place around 800 to 900 trades per day. Decision making is very important in trading.
Stop loss like this.
Stop loss like
gain
this.
like this.
Take profit like this.
Yeah.
I'm a full-time trader now, and I only trade profits, nothing else at all. You guys provide the platform where a trader can come and he can live test, back test, however he feels like. At first, when I got the ThinkCapital account and I decided to scale up, I looked into the FAQs and all, and it was like when I went to the category of the account, like the two-step accounts, I looked into it, and there was no rules other than daily drawdown, max drawdown, and some real basic stuff.
Yeah.
There's no consistency rule, no 3-minute trade holding scenarios. I was like, man, what are these guys doing?
Yeah. Thank you for taking the time. My name is Evan, and I'm here to interview in the name of ThinkCapital. Should I call you Tyro or Abdullah?
I think Tyro is good.
Tyro, okay, sounds cool. All right, so basically, I prepared a few questions for you, and I would just like to go through the questions with you, and you can feel free to tell a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your experience, and then also, obviously, a little bit about trading itself. My first question to you is, can you share your background and how you first got into trading? And how long ago that was?
So I started trading right after COVID in 2020, I believe, and that's when I was introduced to trading. And I got to know about the cryptocurrency. I was not new to any of this. I didn't know anything about this. So I got to know that there is a way out from which you can earn money online and like this easy and all. So at first, my experience was it's a get rich quick scheme sort of.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know about it. Earlier on, there was no concept like prop firm in my perspective. I didn't know about this, and I invested my own money. I started with around $30,000. I invested it, and I blew it all in no time. I made some profits. I made around up to 50K, and then I blew it all, and I was like, hell, what just happened with me?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just cut the trading off for like a while, a year or something. In the meanwhile, I got in touch with a mentor of mine, Mr. Adil Malik, and he was a veteran trader who's had decades of experience in the trading industry. So he basically started mentoring me, and he taught me things, and that's when I got to know how trading actually works.
Mm-hmm.
And then right after around 2023 and 2024, that's when I got back into prop firm industry. I got to know that there is a concept called prop firms where you don't have to invest your own money and all. Let me tell you a bit how it happened with ThinkCapital. I got to know about ThinkCapital in around 2024. I basically was a gamer as well in esports
Mm-hmm.
community, okay? And I got to know that ThinkCapital hosts giveaways, competitions, and through which you guys give accounts as well for free
Mm-hmm.
for no charge. That's when I played poker with ThinkCapital, and I
Mm-hmm.
won an account. My first account with ThinkCapital was a poker account, $25,000 Lightning Challenge. I
Nice.
won it, yeah, without investing a single money. And I was like, this is crazy model. I won it, I passed it, and I got my first payout with it. And I was like, man, the payout is so smooth, and the rules were so like so simple and so straightforward. I was like shocked, and that's when I got the payout. And then I decided to go scale up with you guys. And with that money, I bought $200,000 of the first account, my first 200K account with ThinkCapital, with the promo of getting around, as soon as you get to a payout, you get an account of same size, 200K. So quite frankly, I couldn't think Capital as anything better than a miracle for me, which changed my life, quite frankly.
Wow, that's
Played a
crazy.
big role.
Wow, that's a beautiful
Yeah.
story, man. That's crazy. How the coincidences lead to each other and then just all in your favor. That's amazing, man. Wow.
Trust me, there's a lot missing that I can't tell right now in like such a little time, but a lot has happened, and quite frankly, think April has helped me a lot.
I love
So
to hear
I
that, man.
really appreciate you guys
Of
reaching out to me
course, of
now.
course. Man, I love to hear that. All right, then let's continue because there are still a lot of things I want to know about you. Let's go to the second question, which is what was your biggest challenge when you first started out with trading, and how did you overcome that challenge? Because obviously in the trading industry, what a lot of people don't talk about is the psychological part. So that would also interest me on how you overcame that part. because that's where most people just fail or just give up. So yeah.
So, in the beginning, when I started trading, I used to revenge trade a lot. And quite frankly, I am a swing trader now. But earlier on, when I started, I was a scalper,
Mm,
head on. I can't tell you. I used to place around 800 to 900 trades per day,
that's
like that.
crazy.
Because in the common person's perspective is that the more effort you put in something, the more results you are supposed to get, right? But it's not the case in trading. The trading is complete opposite of that. The lesser time you spend in trading, the lesser time you are in the market, the more money you are supposed to make, because there are less chances that you lose the money in that. So that's when I got into this psychology of doing the swing trades and taking A plus setups. And I used to revenge trade a lot. I can't tell you. And I have blown a lot of my live funded live capital and all. But and how I got over it is that, again, I made up a strategy. I decided to focus on one pair. I used to trade cryptocurrency as well, but I focused on one pair, that's gold. It's volatile enough, it gives you great opportunities. In a month, on average, I used to trade around 100 trades a month,
Hmm.
but now it's at 5 trades max,
Wow.
5 to 6 trades
Okay.
at max in a month.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So backtesting and strategy, make finalizing my strategy and keeping a systematic approach basically helped me get over all of it.
Great. So would you say that, having like rules in your trading strategy is also very important, right?
Yes, rules basically eliminates all the emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Decision making is very important in trading, right? If there are already predefined rules of your strategy that you have, you don't have to decide right away within when the market is moving. Because if you're making decisions right away during the market is moving, and you're deciding if you want to trail the stops or if you want to do this, if you want to add some quantity or something, then you're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you are in a good mood, sometimes you're in a bad mood, sometimes you're having a fight with your wife, sometimes there's a funeral, sometimes there's a marriage going on,
Yeah.
something, it depends on your mood.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, you should not be relating your trading and your daily money making skill relying on your emotions and your mood. You
Mm-hmm.
need to have systematic rules
Exactly.
placed in to keep you from your emotion.
Yeah. And what would you tell to a beginner that actually has rules but just keeps breaking them?
It's a pretty good question, quite frankly. I think the thing I would say is that I believe backtesting and keep on working on it. Keep on trying to make things work, because I know some traders who have been trading for like 3, 4 years, 5 years now, and they still are unable to be profitable and be consistent with their strategy and be consistent with the results,
Yeah.
because they just keep on breaking some rule.
Mm-hmm.
I think those things basically happen with those sometimes who wants to succeed, but they don't need to succeed, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are not hungry enough to do whatever it takes and to win.
Yeah.
There are very few people in this world who wants to and who needs to just have to win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they might make a mistake once, twice, thrice, but they will for sure get over it and get better day by day.
Yeah. So also what helped me, for example, was that I got to a point where I was very, very low in my life and like very disgusted by myself because I kept breaking the rules, where I was so low at a point where I decided like I need to stop this. So either I'm gonna succeed with this, or I'm gonna stop like overall. But I was so determined that I would make it, but I was so disgusted by myself that I stopped actually breaking my rules, because one of my biggest problems was also revenge trading and yeah, over trading and over leveraging, man. That was my biggest problem. So every time I would lose, I would just go in again, trying to make that back, and then that cycle, and I end up blowing like thousands of accounts. So I totally understand, and yeah, I also agree with that for sure. Okay, so
And
next
the thing is,
question is
yeah.
what are the key strategies or methodologies you use in your trading today? Because you already said you trade gold, you swing trade. What's like more your strategy, a little more in detail?
So let me tell you a bit in a simple perspective. Let me put it that way. So basically, I trade AMD, like accumulation, manipulation, distribution strategy.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically pretty simple, pretty straightforward concept, and it's that we wait. I wait on a higher time frame. I wait for a choppy market. Okay, as soon as I see a choppy market, I wait for a reversal of a trend or something like that. And when the trend reverses back towards where it should have been going. Like let's say market is like on a 4 hour time frame, the market is being choppy for a week or so. Nowadays, for the last a year or so, the gold has been parabolic. It's been
Mm-hmm.
going up and up and up.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. But what I basically worked on in the beginning, I wait for choppy days. So sometimes there are days when the market is going parabolic, but I'm not trading in it
Mm-hmm.
because it's not as per my strategy and I don't cry about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wait for a choppy market, I wait for manipulation, and as soon as the trend starts reversing, that's when I enter. Usually, basically, on a pretty simple, basic candlestick pattern named as engulfing pattern.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. On a higher time frame,
All right.
on an average time frame, or on a 4 hour time frame. That's it.
Okay.
So I wait for it to go.
So if you would say, for example, so gold is going upward, right? And then it starts chopping, would you then wait for the manipulation to the upside or to the downside? To the upside?
No matter where it goes, no matter where it goes, even
Okay.
if it goes upside and then it, basically manipulation happens within 1 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
After an hour or so, if the trend starts reversing backwards, that's when I enter on the opposite against the trend trade.
Ah, okay. So all of your trades are basically counter trend trades.
Yep,
Wow.
all of them are trend trades.
Wow, that's crazy. Nice. Very interesting. Okay.
I basically made around 10% on ThinkCapital account, I believe, in one single trade, and it was using 0.5% risk per trade
Wow,
on
so
that trade.
you had a 20 R?
Yeah, around that
Wow, that's crazy. Do you scale
in
into
a
the
single.
trades as well or just like with one trade?
No, just one single trade.
Wow, that's crazy.
Even if I want to add a quantity, it's going to be within like 10, 50, 20 pips.
Wow. Okay.
I see the momentum, the volume, and I risk really, really low. I don't risk more than 0.5% per
That's
trade.
beautiful. So your stop loss is like this. Stop loss
Yeah,
like this,
stop loss like
TP
this,
like this.
take profit like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. No, I love that. That's really cool. And what is your risk management strategy when it comes to that? So do you like move your stop loss to break even once you're up a certain percentage? Or do you close early? Or how much do you risk overall, especially on prop firms?
So in prop firms, I'm full time trader now, and I only trade prop firms, nothing else at all. My risk management strategy earlier, I used to risk around 1%,
Mm-hmm.
okay, on all the phases and in the funded as well. But now I've changed it because I'm in no need to make money quickly and all. Whatever challenges I buy, I like to pass them all and get funded with all of them and get the payouts and all. So I don't like breaching accounts at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I
Mm-hmm.
don't risk 2%, 3% like the usual concept is risk 3%, make this percent, then
Mm-hmm.
scale up. Some people do it. It's their perspective. They want to
Mm-hmm.
do it. It's fine. But mine is a bit different because of my strategy. They make 4 5%, risking 2%. I make 5 6 7% risking 0.5%.
Yeah.
So that's where my edge is. So that's where my edge plays out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I basically take very few trades, risk no more than 0.5% each phase, even phase one, phase two, and then fund it. I sometimes even reduce the risk as well,
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that I guarantee the payout and I get more and more and more possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
So what I learned over time in prop firm industry, the money and the skill set is not getting a big payout from one single account. It's getting more and more capital allocation and then getting small, consistent profits. That's what I learned.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Okay, and do you have like a certain percentage where, let's say you have your funded account where you reach that percentage and then you stop trading that account because you're waiting for a payout? Or does it all come up to, the trades and probabilities by the end and wait until the end of the month?
No, it's usually on average I don't trade an account getting a payout. On average, the bigger accounts that I have, like 100K, 200K accounts, I don't target more than 4%, 5%, 3% per payout cycle. That's more than enough. On a smaller accounts, like the account I told you on the 25K account that I won from like free giveaway account, on that I made around 10% in a
Mm-hmm.
single payout day.
Mm-hmm.
So, on these small accounts, there are some accounts that are like high risk on which I can go big
Mm-hmm.
and want to target big.
Mm-hmm.
But on some accounts, I don't risk much and I simply trade very conservatively.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay. Do you also like connect a few accounts together with like a trade connector to trade all at the same time, or do you do it like all manually separately?
No, I basically trade on my system. I have three batches,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I basically have made three batches. I trade forex only. I don't trade futures.
Mm-hmm.
So I have three batches in which one is moderate risk accounts, one is low risk accounts, and one are high risk accounts. So some accounts go into moderate risk. So all are copy trading in batches, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there are five accounts in moderate risk, five accounts in low risk, and five accounts in high risk.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I trade.
Oh, okay.
I take trades there on some accounts, high risk accounts, I do day trade as well with my will, with my price action,
Mm-hmm.
with whatever I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
just to have some fun with
Yeah.
high risk accounts. And with the low risk accounts, I don't trade anything other than my strategy.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So that's how I make it work.
Nice. And would you say that there's um a like what would be the best way to pass a challenge? Because obviously we see a lot of traders buy a challenge but then fail the challenge. Um Now what I like to, or first I like you like to tell your side. So would you recommend waiting for like a high probability trade to start the challenge, or would you say just, go with your gut and then just get in on a trade for whatever reason?
So I would like to suggest that if you have a systematic strategy, you wait, because when you have a backtest strategy, you wait. You know that when your strategy goes into drawdown, when your strategy gives you consistent losses, and how many consistent losses does it give on average, right? So if your account is like quite valuable to you, let's say you have one and only account, and you have to pass it no matter what. So you wait for an A plus setup, you wait for consistent losses, and then you enter a trade, right? When you get the strategy to work, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So even if you get one loss, two loss, three losses, even after starting, it's fine, because now there's a high probability that you're going to get a better trade now,
Yeah.
right? So that's what, with the systematic approach, if you have a systematic strategy, systematic approach, you wait for a consistent losses and then you enter for a high probability trade. And if you do price action trading, quite frankly, it doesn't matter. In price action trading, the only thing that matters is risk management.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you have no revenge trading issues, if you can overcome your own mindset, and if you can manage your risk, I think you can trade whenever you feel like trading with price action.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, then next question I have is what tools and platforms or resources do you find more useful for your trading?
I was looking forward to talk about this, quite frankly.
Okay, let's go.
Uh, yeah. So basically, earlier on, I worked on MetaTrader. Okay, I basically backtested my strategies using Strategy Tester platform. Okay, but then I got to know about this ThinkTraders Gym.
Mm-hmm.
ThinkTraders Gym.
Yeah.
Uh, you guys provide the platform where a trader can come and he can literally test, live test, back test, and however it feels like
Yeah.
trading with an account size, right? And that was one of the best things. That was a game changer platform for me. So it has helped me a lot, and I believe the functions that you guys provide, real market conditions,
Mm-hmm.
and all the stuff that you guys provide, that's pretty good. So
Yeah.
that has helped me.
Nice.
The
Okay.
replay button, and once I earlier on when I got the 25K account and I got to know about this gym function, I just out of nowhere opened a 25K demo account in a gym, and I back tested my strategy on it, and it was crazy, and I was like, man, this is something I want to do. So that's exactly what I did on my 25K giveaway.
I love to hear that, man. Thank you. Wow. But yeah, so mainly, I think Capital, we really focus on the people and on the community, and we really want to provide, the best possible tools for you guys to actually see success. Because I mean, obviously, I don't want to talk bad on other prop firms or anything, but a lot of prop firms don't really put the community or you guys, at first place. But I think Capital, we're really, putting in the work. Also with I don't know if you've joined any of our live streams, but I also host live streams every Monday on their channel. And I noticed that we're growing more and more because we're providing free value for people where other prop firms really don't give a shit about other people. But we're like, yo, we want you guys to succeed, right? So that's basically that's our thing for sure. But I love to hear that.
That's quite true.
Yeah,
That's pretty much true. And I have joined your live streams and I've seen you talk about the strategies and the
yeah.
scenarios. And I believe in other platforms, the rules that they guys provide, it's so complex, and there are some hidden rules. At first, when I got the ThinkCapital account and I decided to scale up,
Hmm.
I looked into the FAQs and all, and it was like when I went into the category of the account, like the two-step accounts, I looked into it, and there was no rules other than daily drawdown, max drawdown, and some real basic stuff.
Yeah,
And I was like, there's no consistency rule, no 3 minute trade holding scenarios,
yeah.
no risk rule, no this rule, no that rule. I was like, man, what are these guys doing?
Yeah, yeah. Because right
That's crazy.
nowadays also, I think I've been trading for almost the same time. I also started during COVID, like you.
That's good.
And I remember back in the days, firstly, I thought that prop firms were something like a scam or something because the only thing I knew about was FTMO. And I was like, this is too good to be real. So I was just like, staying away from it, trading my own stuff. And then I got into trading. And I remember that the prop firms back in the days were like much easier to pass because you barely have any rules, which is just like a 10% target and then maximum drawdown 4%. And then that was it, right? And now with over time over the years, like there came a bunch of new rules, new rules, new rules. But I feel like at ThinkCapital they're still keeping more or less the basics like from a few years ago, so that's pretty cool. Yeah,
There are some firms that are looking forward to having traders fail more, and there are some firms like Think Capital that are looking forward to make traders better day by day.
exactly.
So I think that's where the credit goes
Yeah, yeah, true.
to Think Capital.
Yeah, thank you. All right, then next question is, could you walk us through your typical trading day and maybe share recent or memorable trade that made you think about it a lot?
So let you go through my trading day.
Yes.
So basically, I am married. I'm 26 years old. I got married 3 years ago, and we are expecting. Okay, right now.
Congratulations.
So thank you so much, bro. What usually happens is I don't have like a strict daily routine because what trading gives you is freedom, right? So I don't have to work at all. I just have to look at charts for like 5-10 minutes, and I know where my setup is lying, and I have alerts signed up in the trading view and all, and I know when the market is going to come to my levels. That's when I'm going to be interacting with the market. And until then, I don't have to do much. So I basically spend time with my wife, with my family, with my mother, and I basically have become a complete family man. I was not used to be one, but now I am a complete family man, 24 hours in my home, sort of like that. And I used to go to gym, and I lost a lot of weight as well. But then my wife got pregnant, and now we are gaining weight together. So it's sort of like that.
I mean, that's part
you
of
know,
life.
yeah, it's a complete part of life. And other than that, I basically play a lot of games. Like it has helped me in perform industry as well. You guys host PUBG tournaments, Call of Duty tournaments, and poker tournaments. I told you earlier that I'm a gamer,
Yeah.
so I basically play all of the games that you guys offer and even more. And I'm an esports guy basically. So I love playing, and I love basically my usual concept of our elders was that gaming doesn't make you money, right?
Hmm.
So that's what I wanted to change as well. That while gaming, you can earn money.
Yeah,
So there is this way. If you don't have any resources, you don't have to cry about it. You need to look into things, how you can make things work. You
exactly.
can win through gaming. You can win the gaming competitions. You can win through giveaways, through quizzes, and anything you got. And then you can pass the accounts. You can get the payouts. It's pretty simple,
Yeah,
pretty easy.
nice.
And let me tell you a bit more. So basically, I started in 2024, I told you earlier, and I stacked all my accounts until 2025, mid 2025. I didn't spend a single dollar on any challenge at all. I've won all the Proforms giveaways, you can say, and I stacked over $1 million in funded accounts
That's crazy. Without a single
just through
dollar.
gaming without a single dollar,
Wow.
without investing a single dollar.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. But that also means
And
that you just know the game. Like you literally know how to really trade, and that's amazing, bro.
that's what I do. And now I just play it for fun sometimes if I feel like playing because it's an addiction.
Yeah,
Poker and PUBG and all of these games are like just like an addiction.
yeah.
So I just play for fun now. Earlier I used to play to win. Now I play to just have fun.
Yeah. I also think that, when you switch your mindset from relying on trading to not relying on trading, your performance automatically becomes way, way better because now you don't depend on the results. So even if you lose, it's fine. If you win, it's fine because you don't depend on it. But I feel like,
That's so true.
a lot of beginner traders, they start with the mentality that obviously they want to make money. So when they lose money instead, that's too hard on their psychology, and that's why they start breaking their rules. So that's also something that I always tell people in the streams or whatever. You firstly have to detach your emotions from trading and from the results, meaning that you either need to stay in your 9 to 5 or you need to create a side business or somewhere else to get money in so you don't depend on only trading. And the moment you don't depend on it, your trading becomes better. So then you can kind of depend more on trading, if that makes sense. So yeah.
That's so true. That's so true. That's so true. And quite frankly, because the traders associate their mindset, their mental state, and their relationships based on the profits and losses that they do in a day.
Yeah.
So they associate with the profits and losses, and That happens when you don't have a backup, when you don't have an income coming in.
Exactly.
So that's when you're in a rough shape, you cannot trade well.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true. All right. So, do you also have like some type of indicators that you use, or do you just focus like on the price action manipulation?
No, basically I use RSI,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much it, I believe. RSI, and I use basically you can say around the level. I don't use RSI the traditional way, the organic way. The traditional way is like 30. If the RSI line goes below 30, you take a buy, and above 70, you take a sell. That's not the case with me. I basically trade on a 30 level. Like on a 30 level, if RSI goes down below it, that's when I enter a sell trade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I take on small profits, and then when it starts to bounce back, that's when I take a buy trade, and then I hold it for long. So
Okay.
it helps me make decisions as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's just an additional indicator.
All right, nice. And how do you like stay disciplined and avoid emotional trading? And I know we already kind of talked about it, but can you walk us through how you personally manage your emotions the best way and what type of strategy you have?
So I basically, first off, I in one batch of accounts, in low risk accounts, I don't trade anything other than strategy. Okay, so you have to have extreme amount of discipline just to keep you from blowing your everything.
Mm-hmm,
Basically, trading can blow everything that you have,
mm-hmm,
and your mental state, your physical state, your everything that you can think about. Emotions, you can eliminate those by using a systematic approach. For the price action traders, I believe having a community, or having some friends, or having someone to look over what you're doing and what you're about to do, and sharing those, your dashboard, your things, but what are you doing exactly?
mm-hmm.
Sharing those things with your fellow traders, that's what I believe can help.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great tip for sure. All right. And how has your trading approach evolved from when you started to now?
It's an enormous growth in my trading approach, quite frankly. As I told you earlier, that earlier I used to take trades like 1,000 trades, 900 trades, 800
Mm-hmm,
trades a day. But that's when my psychology was that, the more effort you put in something, the more results you're about to get it from.
mm-hmm,
But it's complete opposite. And there's no other business like trading in this world that needs less inputs in trading
mm-hmm,
and more inputs and backtesting and making strategies, rather than trying to make money. If you try to make money in the trading, you don't make money. If you try to just follow the process, that's when you make money.
mm-hmm.
So one just need to focus on the process, not the money making stuff.
Yeah. And would you say that you noticed that by yourself, or was there someone that told you like, "Yo, Tyro, you're trading too much. Maybe you should reduce it."
So, yep, that's where the credit goes to my mentor, Mr. Adil Malik, and the community that he had, which is named as V1.
Mm-hmm,
And so he basically started teaching me in the earlier, and he taught me for free. And that's when we decided to teach traders for free,
mm-hmm,
right? So we don't charge anything at all. He doesn't charge anything at all, and he teaches trading and with the real results. And he basically taught me what is a systematic approach, and how to backtest, and how to make a strategy profitable,
mm-hmm,
and how to eliminate your emotions, and how does day-to-day life impacts your mindset,
mm-hmm.
and how to overcome those things,
Nice.
and to keep those things away from your trading decisions.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. Cool. Then let's come to the final question, which we also kind of already talked about. But how has your experience been with ThinkCapital so far? What do you enjoy most, and what do you think could be improved? Which is obviously also very important for us, the feedback.
For sure. I believe Think Capital has been giving me one of the best experiences so far, because you guys are the only broker backed prop firm in this game for so long, quite frankly. And the simpler the rules are, like how simple the rules are in the two-step challenge. I basically trade, and I love trading two-step challenges. There are no rules at all in two-step accounts, right? Simple, basic, just daily drawdown and max drawdown rules.
Mm-hmm,
And the other thing is that I would love to tell you guys to improve is there are some firms who has introduced 24 hours payout. So that's not in the think capital industry right now. So if that comes in, there's gonna be no other thing left for think capital to improve.
yeah,
I
true.
believe 3 working days to wait for a payout. I mean, that's completely fine.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you're waiting for a payout and it's taking like a day, or like one and a half day or something, you kind of get a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely forward that. and we'll see what the chefs say to that. But maybe, who knows, in further future, maybe that could also be applied.
But on the other hand, I believe this thing is better for for the team to properly go through whatever is happening with the trading, because with the funded accounts there are so many traders obviously, and if you just keep on giving money within 24 hours, you need to have a huge a team just to keep on going through what is going on with everyone's trading. And the thing is, when you pass the accounts, when you get the payouts, even the team sometimes help you
Hmm.
to let you know that where you can improve and how you can make things better as well. So that's where this 3 days delay is quite good,
Yeah,
because they literally look into each and everything that you do,
yeah,
and they look into things and they make sure that you do well
true.
in future.
Yeah, yeah, nice. And how high was your latest payout with us?
So I basically had around, I believe, I basically didn't get a payout from you guys until with a 200K account. I got the last payout with my 25K account. That was around 1.5K, I guess,
Nice. All right.
with a free account.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Then I have the last point, which is, what advice would you give to aspiring traders who are just getting started?
Okay. To the new traders, I would say don't invest your money basically in the beginning. Try to win profit accounts and then treat them as life and death. Pass them. Don't get into habit of, risking, high risking and just trying to pass the account. If you get into that cycle, there's no way back. It's so hard to get back from, breaching accounts and then to pass one. It's so hard. That's where 95% of people lose. They cannot come back from this cycle, this loophole that you get into. You need to have a systematic approach. You need to learn to have high RR strategies. But if you go all in, it's fine if you can afford it. But if you are a guy who is like working somewhere as a daily man's job and trying to make trading work, you need to have a systematic approach.
Great. Then thank you, Tyro, for taking the time. Do you still have any questions for me or for the ThinkCapital team where I can help you with?
Not really. Basically, I would love to appreciate you guys. Even you, I've seen you live streaming a lot, and I don't know how you're doing so much hard work as a trader.
I love it,
We are
man.
a
I
lazy
just love
people.
it. Yeah, yeah. I love sharing value. That's just like my passion. Yeah.
That's so good. That's so good of you. And quite frankly, and I would love to appreciate the Think Capital team as well. Whenever I've had queries and the questions or some, issues, if anything happen, they reach out and they respond. They facilitate right away. That's pretty good. One of the best support teams I've seen. The email support is like damn fast.
Thank you so much for your time, and also I wish you lots of more success, lots of bigger payouts with us, hopefully, and yeah, just more success on your road.
For sure.
Thank you
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
time.
Thank you so much, Evan.